Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today is a bit of a different video. Uh, if you watched my other videos, we usually like record videos on like Hito Pro. But this time we're doing Master Duel. I do actually like play Master Duel. I just don't upload Master Duel content that much because I feel like I'm not playing like very interesting decks. It's just Ryzeal and whatever. And obviously, like not many people want to see Ryzeal. But now that Mitsurugi is out, we can play Mitsurugi Ryzeal, and the games are much more interesting. So, okay, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked, but this is the deck list I'm playing. Okay, chill, chill. Before you go crazy, alright, listen, I love my 60 card decks, and initially I was playing 40, and then I bumped it up to 44, because the deck is just so bricky at 40. It's horrible. If you play it at 40, you're just gonna lose every single game. I will never be convinced otherwise. Alright, the deck sucks at 40, okay? If you play at 44, it's also mid. Like, you just don't see the hands you want. So, after like, I don't know, like 30 games, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Alright, I'm still getting destroyed by Malice. Fucking Orcust is destroying my ass because I have no way to stop Orcust because I'm not running Lancia. And the only thing I'm really running is like Maxi Ash. I was running two Droll and then Nib. So then I cut Droll. I played just Maxi Ash with the Fua and Nib, and I cut Imperm. Then I cut Ogre. I cut everything. I tried literally everything. The deck fucking sucks at 40 and 44. So I was like, you know what? I'm so fed up of every single deck. Uh, Currently like going right now. Like Mitsurugi is fine, pure Mitsurugi, but people are playing Orcust Mitsurugi and shit, and you just can't stop them, right? Especially going second. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna Maxi, they're gonna Ash, Cold by, you lose. So I just got so fed up, so I just added. I was just like, fuck it, let's go 60. And I added all these hand traps. So we're playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're playing 22 hand traps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 board breakers. And we have the rest. Like the Mitsurugi Ryzeaal stuff. You're not gonna fucking lose. You're not gonna fucking lose, okay? Alright, listen, the hands have been like fucking amazing. But because we're recording this video, obviously, if I go test hands, we're just gonna get the worst hand ever for the first time. Okay, look at this fucking hand, bro. You have Ice Ryzeal and Habakiri. What more could you fucking ask for? And you have double Fua. Tell me this is a bad hand. You like if you were playing 40, you would literally have like fucking what do you call the fuck Murakumo. You have the Murakumo and like you have just dead cards in your hand. Like you open the fucking Saji, Kusanagi with like nothing else. Like it fucking sucks, alright? And then your next draw is fucking Prayers. Like what do you want? Go first you can play and go in second you have double Fua. Um you have Fua here, and then you have 3 ice for some reason, and sword. So your next draw, if you're going first, this is not bad. Going second, you draw cross out. It's not really gonna do much. If Fua doesn't resolve, you probably lose. This hand looks really good because you have prayers and these. You could like play around Droll by activating this in the draw phase. Then you still have Droplet going second, and you have okay. Nib is not gonna do anything. Okay, this is a bricky hand, but we have 3 hand traps. So you're definitely going to stop your opponent with this. And then let's say you stop your opponent, okay? Your next draw is Imperm, that fucking sucks. So you're not going to be able to play. They're probably not going to play into TTT, so this hand kind of just loses. So that does suck. This is an amazing hand, going first or second, right? And then you draw this as well. This is also a, okay, this is a ritual. That's actually pretty good because you can just activate the ritual right away and then they try to stop you, call by. And if you're going second, you have these for Orcust, and then you have this for literally almost any other deck except Orcust. But we have this for Orcust, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, like it's literally so much better than 40. If I cut this down to 40 right now and show you the test hands, they fucking suck, alright? So let's talk about like why I'm playing like certain stuff, and then we'll jump into some replays as usual. Triple Droll, just usually I'm playing two, but because it's 60, just three everything. Droll does stop like Mitsurugi Ryzeal specifically. It hurts them a lot, and it does hurt also pure Mitsurugi a bit. Because where's Murakumo? Like, let's say they tribute Murakumo, they actually can't activate it to summon from grave because and people actually like right now because the deck is very new. People don't know this, but this card has to search in order to summon because it says you can add one Mitsurugi, then you can special summon. So if you don't add, you're not gonna special summon, and this goes for basically all of the other ones as well. So Joel actually hurts them quite a bit. And they can't. Usually they chain prayers, so I'm not gonna count this against like as a play that like stops prayers, but it stops like anything you're searching. Like if you go ritual, you send Saji and Kusanagi, right? Let's say you search the ritual, right? You basically can't add anymore. You can only add with Kusanagi. Aramasa's dead. Saji is dead. Everything is basically dead. So it pretty much kills the deck. And Droll basically hurts every rogue deck as well, pretty much. What else? Maliss. This doesn't do anything against Maliss, but we have other cards for Maliss. So yeah, Droll right now is very good. So I would definitely recommend playing Droll. You don't have to play three, maybe like two. But if you're playing my deck, 60 cards, you should definitely try it. Play three Droll, you're good. And then double maxi, just normal. This is like a flex spot, so I just added Ogre to play around like Apollo, because Apollo fucking sucks. That way, if I draw like a combination of any two hand traps, like Ghost Ogre and something else, that's very useful against Maliss. Or basically any deck that like puts up Apollo. If you have like a combination of Nib and Ogre, you can basically Nib, they chain Apollo, and then you Ogre. Unless they summoned the Apollo with the Masquerena, which people are doing more often right now. Probably to play around Murakumo. But yeah. Ash basic Ghost Spell is very good. Like if you were to cut this and play like two Ogre, that would probably be even better. I mean two Ghost Spell. That would be probably better but the only issue is I only have one, so that's why I'm not playing two. If I had to, I would definitely play two. This card is very good right now. It stops like Murakumo reviving from grave. Uh, it can actually even hit the prayers because prayers says you can summon a Mitsurugi from hand or grave. So that's very good. It can stop like Node Ryzeal. Against Malice, it can hit a lot of cards like the March Hare and so on. So this card right now is super valuable. You would definitely want to play this, and if you have two, play two. Prolia, basic. A lot of people summoning from hand right now because of Mitsu, Ryzeal, and stuff. So definitely play Prolia if you can. Fuwa is basic. And then this is literally just Ryzeal, nothing interesting. Play the one of Kusanagi, one of Saji. You can play Knight, Sword, Serpent. Okay, let's just write Sword. There we go. You can play this. Usually people don't play like both this and Aramasa. It's one or the other. I tried playing Knight, Sword, Serpent first. I feel like Aramasa was just better because if you brick and you open the Knight, Sword, Serpent, which could have been an Aramasa, Aramasa actually gets you a play. This doesn't. Basically, all the Mitsurugi cards are bricks on their own, except for Havakiri, which is a one card starter, and then Aramasa as well, which is basically also a one card starter because it grabs you the Haba, and then you can play with this, and also puts up a level 4 anyway, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Then Lancia, we already talked about why I'm playing Lancia. I literally, like, I didn't even play Lancia for Malice. I didn't really care about Malice. I played Lancia specifically for Orcus because they were beating my ass, bro. Orcus is so annoying. It's actually so annoying because they can literally draw themselves. So automatically 1, 2, 5, 7, 7 cards dead, right? If you have like any combination of these, they're all dead. Ash is fully dead as well. So that's 10 cards that's dead against them. Ogre dead, 11 cards. Um, this is like, it can be good if they're trying to revive with the Orca symbol skeleton, but it's not gonna stop their combos, right? So I would also count this as like, I mean, it could be useful, so I'll just count it as something that's useful. So you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You have 17 hand traps. They're all useless against them. How crazy is that? The only thing that stops them is like Lancia, and Nib. Actually, Nib doesn't even stop them, so this doesn't even matter. So it's basically just Lancia. Because if they can't banish from grave, they're cooked. If you want to play D Shifter and you're just absolutely insane, you can do that as well. Anyways, you only need the one Nib because Nib is actually searchable with the Gallant Granites, which is a core part of your combo as well. Unless you're a Mad Lad and you want to draw two, which I do actually do sometimes if I feel like I really need the draws. And the thing about this deck is because we play so many hand traps, you can probably like rely on Dugaris to draw you the two, right? So let's say, okay, how many pluses can we go? Let's say we go through that many cards in the deck, okay? And then we go Dugaris, draw two. Okay, this fucking sucked. We did technically draw a hand trap, but it's Fua. This is obviously not accurate because we're like getting hand traps here, you can see. And we're not supposed to because it's not the same. Because you're going to be like searching your deck. So you're going to thin out your deck. Like you go ice, swords, and so on. So you're going to have a much higher chance to draw one of your hand traps. And then I am playing Futsu just because it's a 60 card deck. And like, you have more plays if you're playing Futsu. And I actually do like Futsu. Basically, the thing about Futsu is like if you don't have access to prayers, you can actually just like also tribute the Murakumo after you've already attributed it. Get it in grave to summon the Futsu, and then keep the Futsu on the field. And then you can revive the Murakumo whenever they special summon. And then you can start triggering his effect to nuke the field. And this is once per chain. This is not once per turn. To special summon a MITSURUGI from grave. It's actually not even a MITSURUGI, it's just a reptile monster. So that's crazy. Yeah, Futsu is pretty good. Habakiri doesn't need an explanation. This probably best card in the deck right now. Lightning Storm, it's just a board breaker. You can probably play anything else. I just do like the Lightning Storm. It does come up sometimes. TTT, again, you could play one. I just like two. Because there's literally nothing else you can put that's better than this right now. One Bonfire, 3 Tachyons. Even though this Tachyon is actually searchable because we play the Dragluxion. You know what? I should probably like show you some combos as well. Just in case you don't know the combos. One Ritual, one Mirror. This can basically, the difference between these two is this can summon from hand or deck a Ritual monster. This is your core like play right here. This is what you're usually going to be using. And the Mirror can actually, like let's say you send this to the grave, right? You tribute from deck this to summon this from hand. To play around, I don't know, like Droll maybe, you're Drolled or something. Even though you can technically summon it from deck, but let's just pretend, for argument's sake, this you're Drolled. You go Ritual, tribute this, summon this, and then you also have Mirror in hand, or you can just search it after you dump this. This is gonna search the Mirror if you're not under Droll. You can summon a Ritual from grave as well. So this is hand or grave. And then when you tribute basically any one of these rituals, this is going to go back into the deck. So recycles itself. So that's very good. And then 2 gold buy, 1 cross out, triple droplet. The thing about droplet is that there are some cards you actually don't need on the board, like this, for example. You don't technically need this after you tribute it and resummon it. It's just like a card on the board which you don't need. It also stops your X-Ryzeal. If you're going second, you can actually just droplet, like send this, for example. And you are gonna like search like multiple copies of this sometimes. Like with the Aramasa and so on. So So you do have like cards to send with droplets. You can like chain prayers, send with droplet, or if you have like a Saji on the field, there's literally so many cards you can send with droplet in this deck as opposed to like just pure Ryzeal. So yeah, droplet's not that bad. It's also an interruption going second as well. Prayers is just insane. And then the three imperms, and then one great purification. Purification is actually very good. Even at 40, I was still playing this card, and I think it's very good. Also gives you like follow up because you can't use both effects in the same turn, but this follow up is very powerful because it can either like get you into like Kusanagi, and so you can like recycle or Saji, or you can just literally summon the Murakomo again and nuke the field. So you can do a lot with purification. I definitely like this card. Extra deck. Okay, so unfortunately we did not get Eclipse Twins, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I'm playing Digesto Emerald. If you guys have never seen this card before, um, basically it just takes two level forwards, which you can easily put up with like these, or like one of these plus these. And then you target three monsters, shuffle all three into the deck, and then you draw a card. So this can basically draw you into more hand traps, and it recycles your cards, especially your like Mitsurugi cards, right? You can basically just recycle them by shuffling them back into the deck. So it can actually be very good. And like if we have Eclipse Twins, you can do this twice because this is a soft once per turn. So you'd be drawing two cards and shuffling basically all of these to recycle your deck. So it can definitely come up. I do like the card. King of Fairlimbs, this is a core part of your deck. It bridges your Ryzeals into your Mitsurugi. This is just a target for 7th Tachyon. Exciton just nukes the field. Tornado Dragon. Popping back row. Dugaris, draw 2. This is actually super powerful because usually like you wouldn't be reviving from grave, but in this deck specifically, this does come up. This revive right here, it does come up. Let's say like they already like nibbed you or something and you still have no Dryzil in hand. You can go Dugaris, revive the Murakomo if it's already been tributed, and then they nibbed it. And then you can, yeah, basically keep Murakomo on the field as an interruption instead of going into Detonator if you know that Detonator doesn't do anything against their deck. Or if they have like only a couple cards in hand, like Murakomo would definitely be better. I feel like it's just so powerful. Yeah. So you have Gallant Granite as well, Search Nib, Ignis or Dragon. This actually, I recently added this. I used to play this in my just pure Ryzeal. And then this deck, I think, what was I playing? I can't remember. I think maybe like Little Knights or something. But yeah, I do like this card a lot. In one duel, this actually does come up, and it basically wins me the duel. Just having like the pop at will whenever you want is sometimes better than Detonator because they don't have to activate anything, and you can still pop them. 2 duo, 2 Detonator, self-explanatory, and then we have Drag Luxion. So this is 2 level 8. So once you get your Haba and your Murakomo on the field, and you have prayers, which can revive this, you basically just exceed these two into Drag Luxion. Assuming like I don't know, you go Ice Ryzeal, then negate that. That's completely fine. You just go Drag Luxion, search the Tachyon. Then you can go Ice Ryzeal, for example. Special summon by sending this, so that later when you search the X Ryzeal, you can activate it. Aggregator and then Dino Mundo. Dyna Mundo is actually very good because of your Mitsurugi stuff. So you can basically, if you need a ritual to summon this, obviously. So after you like summon, I don't know, like Haba or something, you link summon. You go into this. This is also going to force out another interruption because it's going to target a card on the field and the ritual you control and shuffle both into the deck. Because it says shuffle both into the deck, I think it has to shuffle both, which means that if like the opponent activates the card or something so that it doesn't get shuffled or sends it or something, this is not going to recycle your uh what do you call it? Like your ritual monster. So your ritual monster is gonna stay in grave. Let's say like you have no targets except this, which was summoned correctly, and you want to like resummon it later. You target this, you target their card. If they stop it, this remains engraved, so you can later just get it. But it can be a bit risky if you have like prayers and you accidentally forget and you try to like revive this after you activate it. Um, but yeah, or like I think in one duel like I had great purification. I went for this turn 3. Um, I had 2 rituals engraved, but I almost made the mistake of like targeting the Murako. Was it Murakomo? No, I think I'm not sure what it was, but like I think I accidentally like was gonna target the card that I targeted with Dynamundo to revive with the Purification in chain to him because he was imperming the Dynamundo. The reason you want to do this is because this, when it special summons from grave, you have to like tribute a monster. You control it has to be another monster than the one you summoned. So you basically dodge the imperm by tributing the Dynamundo. Yeah, and basically that's pretty much it. So let's hop into some replays. That was a lot of yap. All right, let's go replays. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I do have like 2 pure Ryzeaal ones, which are actually this is not. This is branded. My bad. Is this Ryzeaal or? Yeah, this is just. Oh, it's Maliss Ryzeaal. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just watch these for now. This is against. There's actually not much of a duel. This is against Mist. If you guys don't know, this is like one of the best players. He qualified. He was in the WCS this year, and I'm pretty sure like Mist is very well known. He's very powerful, but this is not really much of a duel because here's what happens. Uh, I was, as you can see, like playing 41, actually 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. There's 44 cards. Um, and literally, like the hand is just, it's actually not bad because we have prayers and Haba, and then we have 2 hand traps. So it's actually not bad. Okay, so I do this in the draw phase to play around Droll and Lockbird. The thing about this is you can choose to tribute or you can choose not to tribute. If you don't tribute, this is basically you're gonna go Haba, summon the Saji, and then you're gonna grab the ritual, and then you're gonna get drolled probably. If you do it this way, you can get your search, and then we also still have this in hand. Like I don't think it makes that much of a difference. But if you have like nothing else, this is probably the better play. Like if this was, for example, this. Okay, sure. So get ashed. This is in the draw phase. I think he realizes this after research. Yeah, I think he has droll, and then he realizes, wait, I can't droll him. It's in the draw phase. And then we Mitsurugi ritual. We go Murakomo right away, and then he stoofs. Basically, we had full combo just with this. If he didn't have any other hand trap, but if he had, Murakomo would make him discard a card, so then he would be -2, actually -3 because he would activate a hand trap, and then we'd make him discard as well. So that's kind of devastating. That's not much of a duel though. Alright, let's see this one. Okay, this was 44 as well. So he goes normal summon, Droll, and Lockbird. What do you guys think he's playing? Quick, take a guess. Maliss. Of course, it's Maliss. Of course. So you normal summon Droll and Lockbird, which tells me he doesn't really have any plays. For some reason, search Dormouse. Oh, to discard it. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I do let him activate here. He did not go for March here because March here wouldn't have done anything. So I nib him here because I don't want him setting a trap, and then when I activate nib, he chains the trap and banishes. Even though he doesn't like get anything from these, he can still go March here, and I don't want that to happen. So I know he'll just activate Little Knight, targeting the rabbit. Okay. Because I wouldn't do this if I didn't know he had nothing. Because he normal summoned Joel. Let's not forget that. So he can't activate the trap. And then he goes TTT, look at my hands. It doesn't matter because we have Cold Buy plus 2 of these. The fact he hit Cold Buy tells me he has Max C. It's always like that. Let's see if we get the Cold Buy back. No, we don't. So we're under Max C now. Okay. Do we take the challenge? So first I swing over Little Knight. Okay. And then we go Bonfire, Ice Ryzeal. Okay. X is kind of dead because of Nib. We need to get Nib off the field. So he summons it. This is like no effect. He has nothing to banish, I think. Yep. This is actually like... Can he even activate? No, he can't even like attempt to activate. But if he were to get this engrave, would not matter either. Because if he activates Marcher, this cat was not summoned properly. Right? Yeah, so it can't revive. Okay, send the nib. You go for this, channeling block, the X Ryzeal. Grab the node. Alright, we're under Max C, guys, don't forget. Got King of the Feral Imps. Alright, we bridge into our Mitsurugi. Detach, put the field spell just in case opponent draws an nib. We have the cross negates. Okay, now we go for Mitsurugi plays. We actually tribute the Feral Imp so we can keep a level 4 on the field and we can exceed someone with it. Which we do right now. Let's see what we go for actually, I don't remember. Is it Dugaris? Oh, it's actually Gallon Granite. This actually, okay, this was a misplay because I forgot I already used Nib and I only play one. I thought because, you know, we're giving him so many draws, we can't kill him because this is main 2. That I would just grab the Nib and keep it in hand. But I completely forgot Nib is engrave. So this is actually like really bad because we could have... Do I play? Yeah, we could have probably went like Daigatsu Emerald, shuffled it back, and then later went into Gallant Granite to get the Nib. But yeah. Let's see if that costs us the duel. That was a horrible, horrible play. We just wasted 2 bodies. Okay, this is on day 1 after Mitsurugi got released. Also, keep in mind, like, this is my first time playing Mitsurugi. Like, I didn't play this in the TCG. I mean, I knew like what the cards did because I played against them, but I never played it like Mitsurugi. And I'm honestly having a lot of fun with Mitsu. Like, I think it's such a fun deck. And makes Ryzeal like 100 times better. The meta was being completely dominated by Maliss, and it was just unplayable. And I was playing Ryzeal against that, so... Finally, we can get some revenge against Maliss. Okay, we go Dugaris. Draw 2. And then we go Mitsurugi Prayers, Tributes. This is... Okay, this is such a risky play. I should not have done this. I definitely should not have done this. You know why? Because he has a set card, which I actually thought could be called by. I took the risk anyway because he didn't use anything. Like against no, we kept Sadia on the field. Yep. I should not have done this at all. Because now I play hard into A, Ghost Spell, B, Abystial. I could technically negate Abystial, but like called by. Thing is, if he has Nib and I negate like a Ghost Spell or Abystial on my Murakumo, he will just nib my entire board and then I also lose, right? So this was such a bad play by me. Again, it was like the first day, so... This is so greedy. Like, I did not need this at all. I should have set the prayers and just passed on that. So now he actually called buys my Murakumo, so we lost... How many interruptions? We lost... like the nuke and the effect to discard, which that's not really doing anything because he has like 100 cards in hand. But like the nuke was just so valuable, and we lost that. So this sucks really bad. Then we just draw into X Ryzeal. Okay, opponent has 16 cards in hand, and then he draws 2 more because 16 is not enough. Okay, and then he goes Allure again. Pretty sure he goes again. Yeah. Okay, he actually goes Book of Eclipse. We ash this. I was trying to like get hand traps to Dugaris. He cold buys our Ash. Okay, we know he has cold buy. I actually thought he also has the second cold buy because he has too many cards in hand. He doesn't cold buy though. Let's go through. Okay. And then what do you guys think he has here? Alright, we got rid of Eclipse. Alright, and actually there's no more cold buys. Yeah. Goes Eclipse again. Yeah. What do we do? What do we do, boys? What's our win con here? What do you guys think? We gave him 300 draws. What do you guys think the win con is? I think it's self-explanatory. You overwhelm him with cards in hands was my initial idea because like we can't win because of Maxi, right? You just overwhelm Maliss with so many cards in hand and let them go into timer. So he goes Apollo, puts up in the game for some reason. I just don't know what he's doing, to be honest. I think he misplayed because he just didn't know what to do, right? he keep in mind he used TB11 to summon the Cryptor, and Cryptor was not summoned correctly. So you can't actually summon this. You need to shuffle this back to resummon it. This is basically the card you usually use to like OTK. And he already used March Hare super early. If you guys remember, he went Allure of Darkness, banish March Hare, and get March Hare back. Which means he can't activate this to recycle the Cryptor. So we know Cryptor is just out of, like, he's not going to be able to use it this turn at all. So his only win con here is Access Code, because we have so many bodies on the field. Goes Firewall Dragon. Gets rid of my Detonator. He has 6 cards in hand. He's still searching, by the way. Still searching. Access code 63, huh? And then he pops this, and then he pops again. He's going so fast. He's going so fast. He pops, and then he's good. Then he times out. Absolute cinema. See, this is actually a real win con, right? Like this is not, luck. It's actually a real win con where like you overwhelm them with cards after they max C if you have literally nothing else, and then you hope it goes into timer. This is also what Pac did in the Worlds, if you guys remember. He did lose that one because obviously pro player, right? So they are thinking about time always, but it is a real strategy, guys. Don't just auto scoop. Sometimes just play it out. Don't let fucking Malice beat you. This is like the only close Malice duel I had. Other than that, like I've won all my Malice duels, just destroyed them. When I'm playing 60, not not 40. 40 sucks. Remember that. That's why it was super close just now. Alright, so we let him search, and then we do this before he link summons into the Dark Infants. And then he actually just goes Blink Karibo. So I'm thinking, okay, so you're not actually playing Ignis here. You capper. You're playing Malice. Oh, okay, speak of the devil. We're playing 60 against Malice. There we go. That's good. So we can show you, like, the fact that Malice sucks now. He draws Shore. Okay. Let's speed this up. Like I said, like, the draw cards fucking suck. So, like, Fua doesn't do anything. Max C doesn't do anything. You just get drolled, right? On either turn as well. Goes Apollo. And that's why we're playing Board Breakers and Hand Traps. Look at that, we have Drawflet in hand. This is one of the most awful hands I've ever seen. I mean, it's not as bad. I'm like over exaggerating, but because we're going second against Malice here, this is very bad. But because he drolled himself, this actually like equalizes the playing field because they're not gonna be able to like draw 10,000 non-engine. This is like the problem with Malice. Keep in mind, is not the actual board they put up; it's the non-engine they draw. Impulse, Imperm, Nib, they don't play Nib. Ash, literally every hand trap known to mankind in their hand because of fucking White Binder and the Chessy Cat. I hate Chessy Cat so much. So because he doesn't have that, we actually have a chance. So that's why I'm not scooping here. We also have droplets for the Apollo. I feel like I don't know if I even use it on the Apollo. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Because I think we activate it to negate like the White Binder. Okay, goes GWC. Blah 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 blah. We've seen this combo 3,000 times. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then look at this toxic bastard. He goes firewall, recycle droll. How toxic do you have to be, bro? Right. So this hand, keep in mind this hand versus droll and malice board. Goes allied code talker, arrives the red ransom, and then he has. I think this was GWC, and then I'm not sure if we know this one. So he has a negate here, Omni negate plus 2 monster negates. Probably has Marcher in hand, so it doesn't matter if he does either way because he has a white binder with GWC. So this is also an interruption against us because we're playing Mitsurugi. This is gonna banish our graveyard, and then he can set up an MTP. So he has a bunch of stuff, and then he has a like a unknown, which could be Impulse or Imperm, and then he has 3 cards in hand, which could be literally anything. Actually, Droll. Yeah, Droll and like 2 other stuff. Top deck Ice. Normal summon, normal summon, normal summon, normal summon. Droplet prayers. Yeah. Let's see what we do. So I don't activate this, even though I know he has Droll. I don't actually activate the prayers here. This is interesting because he thought I was trying to negate the allied code talker, but in reality, if I wanted to negate this, I would send one of these. The actual card I wanted to negate was Apollo, but see what happens here. So he tributes. We don't actually care. We chain prayers, and then he chains GWC. So the reason he does this is because I'm gonna try to Kusanagi revive the ritual, and then he's gonna banish it on the higher chain with the white binder. So actually, instead of negating the Apollo, I change my mind and negate the Malice white binder. Add the Murakumo, because we are gonna get drolled in a second. We are gonna get drolled. Yep. Okay. We go ritual, get it back. Okay. So the reason we add Murakumo is so we can basically summon it from hand right away, and then I don't think we can chilling block it. Okay, so what happens here? Okay. I don't know what happened here, but I activated the effect to nuke the field, of course, right? He chains Apollo to negate. I chain to make him discard. I, I think I think he didn't know that he has to discard. For some reason, he thought like, oh, optional discard. Why would I even discard? No, and then he got negated and nuked. Right? This is like even if he like didn't uh make this horrible misplay or whatever, I would have just swung over him and then played under Joel because I have Ice Ryzeal. So, so, so we go Detonator, equip the Fua, and then he scoops like a bitch. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. If he had drawn with Chessy Cat and White Panther, he would have won 100%. It's not even close. I don't want to keep the video like too long. That's why we're only doing like I want to say like 3 replays because I don't really want to count the one against Mist. It's not really much of a deal. All right, we're going second against Pure Mewtwo. Or is it Fiendsmith Mewtwo? I think I actually know her. I think she streams on Twitch or something. Okay, just making MITSURUGI plays gets great purification. I was not sure if she was playing Orcust or just MITSURUGI, so I actually do activate Lancia here. Because I don't want her to go into Murakumo, and then I activate Lancia because I figure out, oh wait, she's playing Orcust. Then I have to discard for Lancia. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but I just thought, you know what, let me just do it early instead. Goes Fiendsmith, so now I'm 100% sure. Actually, I'm not, because this can still be Orcust, because Orcust plays MITSURUGI and Fiendsmith. Sequence, okay. So this, I basically threatened a Caesar or an Apollo, right? So I'm pretty sure. Okay, we can't actually see the extra deck, but I'm pretty sure they play like Apollo here to go into it or Caesar. Most likely, just goes into Apollo and then continues, right? So I had to nib. This is not optional. Put in attack because we have extra zeal just in case we need to swing. But most likely we won't need to because yeah, Murakumo, nuke the field. Okay. Tsurugi Ritual. Tribute Murakumo, summon the Hava. And then goes Mirror, summon Futsu. Futsu no Mitama no Mitsurugi. Okay, this is actually an interesting play. So goes Masquerina into Sprite Alpha, which means this is indestructible by card effects. And this is untargetable. And then whatever she summons here, which is probably like the Murakumo, is also going to be untargetable. And then this can revive the Masquerina to further go into either Apollo or Little Knight. Probably Apollo, because this is... If you go Futsu here, most likely what she wants to do is let me summon as much as possible and then like keep reviving these from grave. And then go to a huge Apollo, right? Format. Top deck, called by. So we go Aramasa first. Chain called by. Because I wanted to bait the purification and it worked, which is great. And I feel like if I was in her position, I also would have done this. Because you don't want to miss out on like formats Apollo when you can just distribute the Futsu and then get it back, right? Like it's not gonna matter. You also get a search off this. So there's literally no reason not to negate that. I only have like 3 cards in hand anyway. Yeah, revive the Futsu, and then goes Mitsurugi pairs. Goes early here for some reason, and then revives the Yep, because if you go Murakumo right here, it's actually not gonna do that much because I only have 1 monster on the board. Yep, and then goes 3 mat Apollo. Now we can't use this because of this, and then this will also trigger. So I thought, you know what? Let me go Extra Zeal, put this on the higher chain, and then aggregator negates, right? So she can't like negate the aggregator. So you get rid of 3 negates with this play. And then she's basically kind of forced to just negate the Extra Zeal, and you can only activate one of these. You can't activate both because they're all both in response to something I did, right? And most likely you just activate Apollo to negate. And this is exactly what she does, right? Which means that this is still not going to summon Murakumo, so I can still have a rank 4 play. And what do you guys think we go into? If you said Detonator, you are completely wrong. We go into Ignister. So let me explain my reasoning for this. You technically could have went into Detonator here. Where's Detonator? Actually, no, you can't, because this is not a Ryzeal. So this is a TCG play, you don't want to make that. Right? And then, okay, so basically I think she thought that, okay, if I revive Murakumo right now, this is not going to get destroyed, because this has an effect that says if a monster you control would be destroyed by card effects, you can detach instead. So Murakumo would not do anything, it would make me discard, I'd just discard the X-Ryzeal, I still have Habakiri full combo. So she was like, you know what? Let me just go for this because this is gonna protect. If he tries to pop my Futsu, I'll just activate this second effect to tribute this and negate. But what she didn't think about is I could just go battle phase, swing over this, and then activate the effects to pop whenever I want. Which is again, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like sometimes it's just better than detonator because you don't actually have to activate it in response to something. You can do it whenever without triggering like the Futsu. And then we do this, tribute the Ignister, get level 4 on the field with Saji. Then we know she has nothing. But just in case, we do some chain link blocking in a second. Tribute. So we go for this, chain link block it with the Murkrow. We know this was summoned with Masquerena, so it can't be destroyed. It doesn't matter. We just wanted Habakiri to go through. Kusanagi, get back the prayers. I could have went for a Futsu play, like later on we go into this. Grab Futsu, and then we have... Actually, no, we can just go Ritual instead. So we grab any other Ritual, keep Futsu in deck, and then we Ritual from deck. But I thought it's not worth it. I wanted to draw 2 instead, because so this is main 2. I can't actually kill this turn. So we go Dual Drive, get Sword and Node. Saraziel detach, we know she has nothing. Go Detonator, activate Detonator, equip the aggregator that we sent, and then send the Dual Drive with Node. Then we go into Dugaris. This is exactly why you should be playing 60, okay? At this point, look at this. We used up so many like engine cards and not many hand traps, right? Which means this is gonna draw you into hand traps. And what do we need right now? We need hand traps. So give me 2 hand traps. And we get 2 hand traps. We get Droll and Ghostwell. Literally like the 2 best hand traps against this deck. Yeah, see, this is exactly why you guys should be playing 60. Now, don't ask me why the fuck I did this. This is such a stupid play by me. I don't know why I thought like we're not gonna search, and then I could put this on top, which doesn't even matter because like Dugaris says you can't draw in the next draw phase. So unless you're cheating in TCG, this is not gonna work. Um, so yeah, this is such a stupid play by me. I should have just kept the Tachyon. I was super low on time. I think it was like 10 seconds left. So I was not thinking here. You can see like I just set pass quickly as quickly as possible. And I also had like 30 seconds like on her turn, which is really bad. So I just go for this right away. I had to think quick, right? So I thought, normal summon, no effect. What does that mean? That means she wants to go into Little Knight. And then I could technically negate with Little Knight here, but like it can definitely be a problem because this is not what I want to negate with the cross. I want to negate the... Where's Murakumo? Right here. I need to get Murakumo with the cross, so... Yep, I don't want to get nuked. So we do this early. Get rid of the Aramasa. She chains prayers to this. Okay, now we know prayers is out of the question. I think she realized, she was like, oh shit. I can't revive Murakumo because he's gonna nuke my field. I don't know why she chained prayers there. That was such a horrible play. Either that, or she thought like Saji could, I don't know, like protect or something. I don't even know. Like that was such a horrible play. Literally did nothing. This is what I was talking about. Purification is so good. Like turn 3, try to survive the Murakumo to nuke my field. We actually just chain Ghost Spell to that, and then we still have Droll and Lockbird. We have Detonator, Double Pop, Cross Negates, and then we also have a Forced Discard with the Murakumo. So yeah, this deck is absolutely insane. Um, oh, sure. Let's get that. Um, yeah. I mean, you know what? Maybe just for, because why not? We're on a 3-win streak. Let's play another game, just for fun. I like to keep this these videos raw. I don't really like plan the videos. All right, we're going first. Okay, I'm so ready. We have Murakomo and Ash for Maxi. That's literally all I need. As long as we don't get trolled. What? Meows? You what, mate? Sure. He has Maxi, that's why he activated this and the drop is 100% has Maxi. If he doesn't have Maxi, or like a Fua or something, then I don't know. I'm the worst player ever. Because I should have asked that probably. Okay, go Saji. Meows is actually not bad right now because Mitsu's summoned a lot from grave. We go Mitsu Ritual. Wait, if we got prayers, what's that gonna do for me? It's gonna revive from grave. We don't want that. I'll give him a draw. I'll give him a draw. Sure. There's no way you draw, right? Yeah. You want the draw. Why did you draw yourself? Response? Maxi? 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 Nah. What is it? Fua? Maxi? Like Lancia? What could it be? Yeah, see? It was either Maxi, Prolia, or it's just so obvious. It's so obvious. And you know what the worst part is? He also has Maxi on top of this. Probably. Okay, no Maxi. Nice. Alright, so we are going to tribute you. Yeah, we don't want to summon from grave. Let's go Murakomo. Just in case he has like a ghost spell, we'll activate this Chainlink 1 to get the ritual, and then we'll activate this Chainlink 2. If we had the mirror right now, that would have been really good. We will go for Futsu. Get this back. We will be giving him a draw. It's not the worst thing ever, I guess. So this is gonna summon from the deck. Do I just... I think I don't like tribute this. Yeah, there's just no reason to give him a draw off that. Tribute to Futsu. Summon Murakumo. Futsu grabs a prayers. And then we keep prayers for the next turn. And then we go into drag Luxion. Still have our normal summon. Such a cool animation. Grab the 7th Tachyon. Let's see if he scoops actually, because he might think we were on pure Mitsu, that's why he was staying. But if he sees Ryzeaal, it's like, are you sure you want to stay? Are you sure? Alright, let's get Ice Ryzeaal. We'll put back Perilga. Yep. So Ice Ryzeaal. Ice effect. We will summon a sword. Wait, I think we should have summoned the star. Sheesh. Okay. It's okay. We're gonna grab. I'll actually go Ice Ryzeaal here. I'll show you why. So first we go do a drive. You know he has nothing else, so it's 2 hand traps. Meows and that. Also be careful of summoning from grave with the note. So attach this. Yep, and the Murakumo. So we want to grab you. And you. Yeah. Again, we don't want to give him any draws with the node Ryzeaal. Go Star Ryzeaal. We're gonna put the cross. Okay, so how many Ryzeaals do we have in grave? We only have one right now. So the reason I actually grabbed ice here is so we can send this like that. So we can go ice Ryzeal. You can go Dagesto to shuffle. We can go for this to grab Nib. I think I'm just gonna go into Detonator first. Booms. Man, Detonator has one of the coolest animations in the game, I swear. Okay, we are going to equip it with Drake Luxion. And then we'll go for X Ryzeal. Actually, you know what? We could have like X Ryzeal sent this, but I do want the draws. And the only way to get that is by sending a Detonator. We just need the cross draw. And then we haven't used the sword special summon. So we grab sword. We go sword. And then we can either grab Nibiru, which I think I'm going to do, or we can draw two. What do you guys think? You know what? Listen, just because I want to show you guys that draw two is very good in this deck, maybe I'll just go for draw two. If we don't draw what we want, then it doesn't matter. We still have like these. But like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, but if I do draw at least like one good hand trap off this, you need to play 60. Alright? You got a deal. First, let me actually draw off of this. Shuffle these back. Lightning Storm, okay, get that out of the way. Alright, don't draw another... Actually, if we draw another board breaker like TTT, that would be insane. Oh my god! Look at that. We drew an Imperm, which is a very good hand trap right now. And TTT. This is basically game, right? You look at the hands, they scoop. Like, what are you gonna do? Just rip exactly what you want. Look at that. Fucking Gem Knights. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. We have Imperm for this. We have Cross for this. GG. Bye-bye. Scoop it up. Go ahead. Go ahead, scoop it up. Boom. And we have Ash as well. My god. Like, what can you even top deck right now? What can you even top deck? We have 3 pops with Deto. We have Cross Negates. We have Imperm. Prayers is 2 interruptions because it's gonna discard something. Which I can force him to have nothing in hand and then stop him. So that's gonna be absolutely insane. Could have popped him and then negate, but it literally doesn't matter at this point. You're just BMing your opponent because he can't play the game. Wait for him to activate the card from hand here. Ash it, and then we go Murakumo, and then he can't activate anything else. Yeah, see, like, he's over. Yeah, bye-bye. Even if we didn't draw the TTT, we still would have won because if he activates the Scatter Fusion, whatever it's called, we just pop it with the Deto, right? And then that stops it. It's continuous, right? Yeah. Just pop out the Detonator. So yeah, we cooked. Again, like if you're not playing 60, you're behind. Triff also said that when he was playing his 60 card Pendulum, Yummy, whatever. Right? I've always been playing 60. You guys know that. Like almost all my decks are 60 cards. Right? If you're not catching on that 60 is the best, you know, ratio for literally almost any deck, like you're not understanding how the game works currently. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is the end of the video. And tell me what you guys think. This has been a very long video actually. I was trying to keep it like 20 minutes long, but it's gone on for an hour. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.